am all by myself here, just hanging out with a lot of people. When I say all by myself, I mean all by my living self. But it's warm in here. That's why I'm here. It's warm in here because it is freezing. We're in Chicago. It's freezing out there. I was going to do the walk today. It's a little bit of a breeze. It's really cold. I'm like, I found a warm place here. So I thought we'd hang out and get caught up on some stuff. So let's see if anybody shows up today. And as I say that, Teresa Barnell, Scott Schmidt, Dawn Taylor, what's going on? Shoot for Now says hi. Glad you guys could join me. Hey, Ashley, glad you made it. Sorry for the late notice, but I was kind of bopping around this area, and there was a big mausoleum I wanted to go to and hang out and explore, but it turned out to be an outdoor mausoleum. I didn't want to be outside today. Betty's here, Betty Feliciano. Patience, Carol, how you all doing? What's going on? Mr. Mike Presley's up in Toronto, Canada. What's going on? It's got to be cold up there. I got a story that I really want to do about an hour outside of Toronto, but I'm gonna have to wait till spring. I'll bet there's a lot of snow up there, right? I'm doing good today. How are you doing? Rainy and cold? Hello from Kentucky, Jennifer Childers says. How's Kentucky? Just want to catch up a little today, and we can look around. This is a little place, but I think it's going to be a little live today. Little as in not an hour long, but we'll see. We'll see what we're going to talk about. I have a couple updates for y'all. It's about 28 degrees here in Indiana, central part of Indiana. Yeah, it's kind of like here. Actually, it's a little colder where you're at, and it's surprising. You're south, so it's like an inversion of some sort. Dutch EVP from the Netherlands, how you doing? Are you watching the IQ channel? Got a good episode on the Grimes sisters tonight. Pretty famous case. So, gosh, just chilling out, hanging with you guys here. Hello from Muncie, Indiana, Barbara says. You were hanging blinds today? That's a riot. Betty, you just got home a while ago? Good to hear from you. I think I got an email from you. Hello from Finland. What time is it in Finland? It's got to be, it's probably evening dinner time, right? Yeah, Gypsy Major, lost the beard, huh? All gone. We had no shave November and we have shaved December. So actually I cheated. I think it was November 30th or 31st. I shaved it off, yeah. Hello from Nebraska. And the Alabama gang? Lisa Glover, is it? Cool. Do we have a gang out there? Edgar's ready. So what do you want to talk about today? Britton and I are going on a 8-hour drive Tuesday. We're going to be heading on a big mission. One story for Faces of the Forgotten and followed by Intangible Quests. We're going to spend 3 days on this road trip. Very intriguing topic and story, but I'm going to keep you guys in suspense. But definitely, we'll probably have it come out within a week or two because I don't have as much backlog content on the IQ channel. We're kind of just running week to week here. Hello, Terry from Metter. Is that Meter, Georgia, or Metter? Metter, Georgia? Is that down by Atlanta in the center there? Hello from Virginia. So what's going on? What do you guys want to talk about? How's Sydney? Sydney's hot, sunny and hot, just like it probably is in Arizona. Actually, I found out last night, my son is out there. He said it was raining cats and dogs, so that's really good. We got rain in Phoenix, and actually the whole Southwest was getting pounded, if any of you guys are out there. What's up, Alice? Thanks for the link to Instagram. Yeah, get on our Instagram. We've got an Instagram page here, and I do respond to all texts, and I do respond to all emails. And Dutch EVP says, Off with the beard. You're happy about that, huh? That's cool. So what's going on? Tell me, you guys tell me something. Terry, Rooster Dad 50. Where are you at in California? Yeah, you guys got rain up there too. I think it's more Northern California. Yeah, definitely better than the snowflakes. But it's warm and toasty in here with all our friends. We're gonna go look at some friends. There's a lot of pictures in here and some intriguing stories. Speaking of intriguing stories, so I just finished production of a Mount Carmel episode that's going to top all of them. You know, I have I've got like 20 Mount Carmel episodes, and I've got 2 epic graves at Mount Carmel's, you know, the rotating grave, the DeSalvo family. And anyway, I walked this section that I've always wanted to walk, and working hand in hand with Deb, before, during editing, she has really identified the stories with most of these families. And there's a murder, there is 2 boys who were lost in the Philippines, World War II, Corregidor, very famous Japanese prisoner ship one was on that was sunk by the Americans. All but 9 men, I think there were over 1,700 men on it was something Maru. You know, these Japanese freighters, they had something Maru, and this was one of the Marus, and it was sunk by American submarine, the Shark. I think it was the Shark, you can look it up. And one of our people that we're paying respects to, well, it would be a cenotaph on the family plot, because his body, maybe they did recover his body, I don't know, I didn't even think about that. So I've got this epic Mount Carmel that I just finished editing. It's almost 50 minutes. I might save it for a Sunday night. And I've got music and of course little Jimmy, the drone. So we're gonna call it the epic Mount Carmel. You guys like Mount Carmel, right? You guys ready? I think I'm gonna wait a few weeks. Wait till just a couple of weeks before Christmas. You're in Montana? Very good. That is on my list for the summer for sure. In fact, coming back to Wisconsin in the summers, Arizona in the winters, I don't want to just always drive through Kansas, because I have to come back and forth once a year with the pups, you know, the labs. I'm thinking of taking the northern route over the Rocky Mountains. It's a lot of stories, right? Flutterby, the beard is gone. It's gone. It is history, man. What's up, Larry? Larry likes Mount Carmel. Well, you're gonna like this one then. It's a marathon at Mount Carmel with some great stories. Yeah, Todd, Montana is gotta be very cold state. Hello from the Black Mountains. Is that in South Dakota? No, that's the Black Hills. Yeah, Ashley, we got that premiere tonight. Another double feature. Jay Morgan, $10, thanks. You like the videos? Thank you. 16 degrees right now, says. That's Montana, right? Oof, that's cold. We got a lot of snow in Wisconsin already. We've got about 8 inches going. Debbie Butler likes Mount Carmel. I know a lot of you guys like Mount Carmel. Oh, Cave Creek, yeah, duh. That's where I bought my house, in Cave Creek. So we are like neighbors. We're loving it. It is so quiet out in Cave Creek, man, right at the foothills of the Black Mountains. Well, you know, I'm new to the area. Thanks, Tammy, for $5. Mount Carmel, Trisha likes and Queen of Heaven. Your parents and grandparents are at Queen of Heaven. That's a beautiful cemetery, Queen of Heaven. A lot of stories there, a lot of I miss the beard, Donna misses the beard. Well, I'll grow it back. You know what I was gonna do? I was gonna shave it off and leave one of those big mustache, the mustache that I had, I was gonna and then take a picture and then shave the rest of it off. Sarah misses the beard too. Sarah Magdalena. Oh, I love that name, Magdalena. That's a great name. Is that your last name, or is that just a handle? Gypsy Major loves Mount Carmel. Hey, we have a train. Do you hear the train? We always have a train, don't we? So you want to do a little walking in here? What else? We'll talk for a little more, and we'll go, because there's not. It's a pretty small mausoleum. Nadaline Bradley is a fan. Judy Clark from Kansas, how are you? I love Kansas. Was just in Lawrence a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. You know that. Buried in Kelly Foster Cash, buried in Colorado Mountain. Family? Wow. Which Colorado Mountain? Is it obviously west of Denver? Hey, some of the people are liking the clean-shaven look. Okay, we'll stay with. You know, I like the clean-shaven look better than the beard. Although tonight I've got the beard at the max. So the Grimes sisters was just before I shaved the beard, which was like just before I went for Thanksgiving to Arizona, and it's like getting out of control. It even has like some curves, and I'm not doing the beard wax. Oh, it's nasty stuff. I bought this beard wax called Death Grip, and it took 3 days to get it out. It was like putting glue, epoxy in my beard. Anyway, got a lot to learn. Mystic Chatties in Washington State, pretty cold up there. What else did I want to tell you guys? Would you visit a Mausoleum of the Vampire in Richmond, Virginia? No, I'm not going to do that because I think Whitdox did it. Other people have done it, and if it's been done by cemetery people, I kind of like the air goes out of my balloon. I don't, like, what can I add? I don't want to do something over. I'm not a copycat. I like to innovate, do my own stories, but that's a good one. That is a good one. I do have another one, a few there that I'm gonna do. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do them. Gotta wait for warmer weather, right? Hashtag don't look homeless, right? Michelle likes, wait, I missed that. What did Michelle say? I like it, but I think it suits better with the 18th century clothing. I must have missed part of the thread on that one. Thanks, Tammy, it's very kind. What else okay, so I'm going on this trip with Britain. We did the Mount Carmel. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you guys. I got really lucky and got into this mausoleum. Video in costume, maybe for Halloween. I'll do that sometime. So I got into, and I'm not gonna say where it is, but I have a 45-minute video of, it's pretty creepy because it starts with, and I got permission, and I'm with the people in one of these old crematorias, and actually witnessed and brought you guys along with a cremation. And it's not like the modern kind where the door closes automatically. This is like old fire brick where we can look in. Now, it's pretty respectful. We saw a lot, but when the cardboard box started opening and I started seeing the body, then I pulled the camera, because you can see in the hole like everything. Almost burned up the camera, I got too close. And then, okay, so we did that, and then of course, I did get a shot of the last hour, or at a point where it's a little bit, it's more respectful. It's not, you can see the body, but it's more of a pile. And then they even offered me to come the next day when it cooled down and they were gonna take it out. And I was like, no, I don't think I wanna film that. I just don't need to see that. But the bonus was, well, there's one bonus that I don't wanna tell you that's really good. That might give it away, because I wanna keep it suspenseful. I don't wanna tell you, but it's a massive place. I got in the basement with them. And this basement, you ever watch the Universal Pictures, the original Dracula with Bela Lugosi? Do you know the scene when they're in the basement, the catacombs? And there's like arched stone, low, and the coffins are there in the dirt, and the coffin's open, and Dracula stands up, and it seems like you can see forever in there. The catacombs, they continue. This is what it was like. I mean, it wasn't arched, it was square, but it went forever in all directions and all kinds of passageways. And the scary thing is there were diggings, huge diggings. Now, this is from the late 1800s, or I think early 1900s, and something was going on down there for years. And one of the guys said that before they started doing the cremations up there, which was the 1950s or 40s of, this was old-fashioned crematorium. It looked like World War II, and we're not going to get into it, but it looked like those ovens. And back to the basement. So we're in the basement, and he said, I'm like, what is this? This looks like, what happened down here? He said, yeah, they crushed the bodies down here. They had crushings. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? What? So I'm trying to get permission right now to do an IQ. Thanks, Cindy, for $5. Appreciate it. I can't tell you what story this is. It's coming. It's already been shot. So that's going to be part one. Part two, either way, you're going to get to see part one, everything I'm describing, and some other stuff I'm not telling you. But part two, trying to get down there with Britain for the IQ channel. So we can do, because there were all kinds of things that happened down there. And I don't want to tell you guys yet or keep it in suspense, but I'm trying to get down there with the infrared, with our electronics, and I got some other stuff now. I've got another piece of equipment we've added. So that's for the IQ channel. So on a Sunday night, we could do this an actual cremation, old-fashioned style, and then do IQ channel. And this part one for Faces of Forgotten is like 40 minutes of exploring. Cremation, this exploring, the basement, the whole thing. And then part two will be, who knows how long, will be on the IQ channel. So we'll pick some Sunday night. But well, we're heading out of town next week with Britain. So maybe the week after, I'm hoping I can shoot that. And then before Christmas, have it done before Christmas. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. What's been going on? I've just been yapping away here. Have I been to southern West Virginia? I have been to southern West Virginia, yes. I can't remember what I shot, though. Oh, it was the Anthony Tony Muncie story, which, by the way, his brother, after months that's been out, he was a young man murdered by some freak that is deceased. They identified him through DNA. And his brother, I thought somebody was coming. We're all by ourselves here. His brother left a comment. I pinned it. It's a really nice note from his brother. And, that's really inspirational for me. And it's rare that I get those notes. She-Tom, Ron, you look much better without the beard. Okay, so are you guys, you want to go for a little walk? We'll do a little spin around this place. I'll show you who's sitting next to me here. I'm sitting right next to some folks. This is Alexandra and Nicholas. She died in 2010. He died in 2008. Here we have a Cubs fan. This is Bonnie Mae McFarland. Big Cubs fan here. Sorry about the glare. All right, I'm gonna get up. Give you guys a look around of this place. So here's where I'm at. I can't tell you where I'm at because I don't want staff to be showing up. Did you guys see that episode I did at Arcacia in the Masons? I'm sure I won't be going back there after that episode. I'm not going to be showing my face back there. I'm sure they're not too happy with me climbing the ladder. How about the liability, right? If I fall. So this is Angela Trackus. She passed just 3 months ago, October, November. She just passed just over 2 months ago. Oh, maybe somebody can look up Angela's obituary. I wonder what happened. She was born in 78. So she's like close to a little over 40 years old, right? Yes, Marlene, I was very naughty. I was very naughty. I can't see up there. That's someone else here. It's hard to see. Well, I can't get to, oh, look at this picture. Here's an amazing picture. You know, I thought this was going to be a bust today, but this is really interesting. Look at this beautiful urn. Holy cow. You getting the detail on that? So look at that picture. I wish I could get out of the glare. Let me see. It's hard to get out of the glare. Now there are, here's the name. Marion, she passed in 2018. Here's a family picture. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Yeah, the convex glass and beveled too, not just convex, beveled. How expensive is that? And that is glass. That is, look at this urn. You know, I've never really gotten into urns, but look at the, and that's actually, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a slight pink hue to it. That's Virginia Gavrilis, it looks like. I don't see, she passed in 2018 also. There's a picture back there. Younger days, right? Oh, she died of cancer in San Francisco. Bear paws, thank you. And are you talking about Angela? She died of cancer. So she had to be like 40. Oh, Sarah, thank you for the $20. Very generous. Very generous. I can't get over this picture back here of these sisters. Look at that. She died of cancer. Oh, that's terrible. Now this reminds me, you know who this reminds me of? The Queen. Does that not look like the Queen? That's Helen. Look at that. That does look like Queen Elizabeth, or am I wrong? Now here's her ashes here. Helen Ewing. What a smile. So she was born in 1923, guys. Now, sorry about the glare. There you go. That's a much better picture of her. I'm gonna go way up top here, guys. Not gonna be able to see what you're saying, but it's a beautiful picture here. Let's see, look at that urn, holy cow. And then here is George. Let's see here, a lot of glare. Dad, so George Valletta passed in 2017. Let's see here. William Heckel. Let's see if I can get out of the glare there. How's that? And William passed in 17. Look at, he's tying flies for fishing. Isn't that cool? Look at that, and that's one of his works, I'm sure. What a gentle man, I'm guessing, right? Well, let's take a step back here. Boy, here's a guy who played the guitar. Sorry, I can't read what you guys are saying. Yeah, you know what? I get out and explore. I thought today was just going to be a bust, but you got to hunt around. There's his information here. Looks like he died in 2015. Oh, this is a warm picture. Look at that. Look at that. I don't see any names on that one. but they are together. And it looks like there's like notes or something under each one of these vases. Excuse me. This is Elizabeth. Our beloved Elizabeth Ann, and I can't pronounce the last name. Katsavelos. She passed in 19. Too young. Her parents were from Greece. Interesting. I'll give you a little look around here. Is this a very small mausoleum? And there's another mausoleum that's next to this that you can get into. Look at this tapestry here. Did you ever see wooden urns? I can't say that I've ever seen wooden urns. No. I'm sure they're around. Let's see here. She earned a Bachelor of something degree, orange degree? What's a Bachelor of Orange degree? Very interesting. Thanks, Kelly Foster Cash. I love when you guys look this stuff up. Hey, Sarah, good morning. How are you? Thanks for hanging out with us today. Did we look at this one with the Virgin Mary? I kind of missed this one. So much glare. How's that? She returned to the States, law degree, Case Western Reserve University, Cleveland. Very interesting. Thank you. Oh, look at that. It says mother. Isn't that beautiful with the diamond? That's precious, huh? Beautiful heart, yes. Well, you just imagine this is where they have services. Of course, it's late on a Sunday. And here is the main wall. We see a lot of Christmas decorations here. Now, as I look on the top, there are two names. I want you guys to check this out, could you? And there's two ships. I'm gonna try and zoom in. Something nautical going on there. Now, we should have a really good signal. You guys should be able to see that. Yeah, Lori, isn't this a beautiful place? It's just kind of a little gem that you would never find. I mean, I think I got lucky here. Scouting around. I do a lot of scouting around. She wanted to be an organ donor and didn't think that was possible. Oh, that's sad. You think Peter and Lori are still alive. Yes. Wow, you guys are so smart. You guys are so smart. This is Constance. Constance is still alive. So we don't want to focus on Constance, but we can look here. Hey Gina, good to see you too. I recognize you from comments, like a lot of you. Kelly is the female Briton? Ah, that's great. Now here's a picture of her when she was young, I think. Maybe that's a New Year's party picture. And look what they made for her. Good day, Dean Barnett. Good day. Not good day, good day. Good day. Oh, here's an Army vet, U.S. Army, Korea. Adelar Balak, thank you for your sacrifice, sir. It looks like you made it through the war. Maybe not unscathed. Now I'm craving, Michelle says. What are you craving? Gyros? Look at this picture. Isn't that great? So we have Andrew passed in 2012, and his wife looks like she just passed a year or so ago. What a picture, look at that. I love these old pictures, guys. Christmas time. Are you guys getting ready for Christmas? Huh? You got your tree? Did you get your Christmas tree yet? Anybody? Come on, get that tree. Do you get a real tree? I always get a real tree. No fake trees. This is Raymond and Elaine Isaac. Bear Paw says no. No Christmas tree, huh? That's a great picture, isn't it? At some party. Thanks, Valerie. $5. Thank you. Let's see what else is going on here. No tree for Marlene. No tree for Marlene. Here's a loving memory of our daughter, Lana. Lana passed 2006. I think the pictures are very important. Don't you guys think? Gotta have the pictures. So where else should we go look? We can go up this way. So, yeah, what else did I want to tell you? Oh yeah, look at this. There's some more pictures here. More stuff. Yeah, very sad to lose a child. I could tell you firsthand. Here's a young guy, 1996 to 2017. Dustin. Can somebody find out what happened to Dustin? Tunk, 1996. Oh, I'm reaching way up here, guys. Nice smile. Look at beloved son, brother, and father. So you can see daddy, daddy. Oh, it's so sad. Breaks your heart. See the kids drawing pictures for dad. What happened to Dustin? Can somebody tell me? Ah, it's a heartbreaker. Just a heartbreaker. I'm going to be watching the chat to see if we can find out what happened to Dustin. Here's Thomas and Irene. Now this is, I believe, is this when they were younger? This looks to me like 1970s. I can tell because I have these pictures in my box from when I was in high school, and that is absolutely 1970s. And this is probably just before they passed. 2005, and Irene in 2015. That won't focus. Pamela has a fake tree. The tree farm didn't have trees. Oh, that's too bad. Ron, you come to Australia and see graveyards here? Yeah, Lay. I was in Brisbane about 4 years ago, but it was before I started doing the channel. I want to get back to Australia, but that's a long trip. This is Charles Condis, veteran. At age 11, Dustin was diagnosed with chronic pancreatitis. Oh, thanks for looking that up. So he just was, he was fighting it the whole time, huh? The whole life? Yeah. A lifelong battle? Thank you, Charles, for your sacrifices. God bless our veterans. Phyllis passed in 2000. Isn't that a great picture? Let's see if I can get it to focus. There. Gosh, I can't hold this thing still. Hold on. I really liked it. This is an amazing picture. There we go. Is that a painful disease? Here it looks like a guy named Michael, 2019. His wife is still alive. And I'm okay showing this because there's no birth dates, just the year. He was born 7 years before me. Not that much older than me. Oh, by the way, here's the picture of the both of them years later. Whoops. Oh, my gimbal's giving me a hard time. Thanks, Ruth. Ruth Parra says, always look forward to walking with you. Thank you. I enjoy this. I enjoy taking you guys along because it's like an adventure. It really is. Ah, your son's putting the lights on the tree, Tricia? Cool. So this is Ethel when she was much younger. She passed in 2011. Look at that hairstyle, huh? 60s? 70s? No, that's like 60s, I think. I think that's 60s. Frontier, $25. Stay safe, buddy, working on my MT ranch, Montana ranch. Oh, I'm so jealous. I picture you like sitting out there like Kevin Costner in Yellowstone. Very cool. There's Gus and Heidi. Grace says, my husband died last year from pancreatic cancer. He just wasted away. I'm so sorry, Grace. I'm so sorry to hear that. My condolences. Yeah, Mr. Mike Presley. This looks like a 1980s, 1970s. Looks like I would say early 80s, if I were to guess. Here's a couple that's still alive. Here's a couple that has a wedding picture that has passed. Tony J. LaFonte passed in 2022, so he just passed, and he is reunited with his wife, Alice, who passed 13 years ago or so. Here's another veteran, it looks like. James Sullivan, Irishman, right? What a picture, right out of World War II. He was 98. James Sully Sullivan. You know, it reminds me of the Sullivan brothers. Do you guys know the story of the Sullivan brothers? They're all brothers. I think it was 4 brothers on the ship. They were all lost, devastating the family, and it changed. Well, if you watch Saving Private Ryan, you know how that, all that kind of story. I love these old pictures. So this is Kathy Lou Sullivan and Catherine Londak Phelan. Look at this. Lots of people here, folks. Yeah, Marlene, right? Look up the Sullivan brothers, World War II. I don't remember what ship they were on, but I'll tell you this, every time I see a picture of a veteran, it's like gravity. I come over. Casimir Wasco, passed in 2002. Corporal Casimir Wasco, anti-tank gunner, 30th Infantry, 3rd Division, Southern France, Rhineland, Central Europe, Rome. He got a Purple Heart oak leaf cluster with oak leaf cluster. With a Purple Heart, that would be Purple Heart with an oak leaf cluster, French Croix de Guerre, distinguished unit badge. Wow, bronze cluster. This man was amazing. And see, they have here's an Air Force bomber. Holy cow. But I believe he's still alive. Oh no, Leonard passed in 2006. His wife is still alive. Yes, Heather Gibbs, I agree with you. Prayers for everybody. This is a Greek couple for sure, right? That's a Greek name. Tula passed 2 years ago, and she's reunited with her husband who passed 19 years before her. Oh, look at this picture. Oh my gosh. Guys, Shukas. All right, so Chris passed in 1999, World War II vet, and Marcina passed a year later. Look at this picture, come on. Is that romantic or what? Great picture, guys. Another veteran, James. This looks like a Vietnam era picture. Let's see, he passed in 1970, born in 48. Maybe Korean War, right after World War II. No, he'd be too young for that. It looks like Vietnam era. Here's three pictures here. Hey, Lorraine, glad you made it. Lorraine Scott's here. Lorraine Scott is here. Oh, we'll just look at a couple more here. Here's another wedding picture. A lot of pictures here in this mausoleum. A lot of pictures. So we have Maria and Michael. Maria passed a couple of years ago. Michael, 6 years before. There's an older picture of Michael. And a more recent picture of his wife. Again, she just passed a couple years ago. Here's their wedding picture. Look at that. Great picture. Oh, I think we'll end it on this young man here who was born the same year that I was born. Walter. Walter was born the same year that I was born. Is that Kravchenko? And he just passed recently. So that's just a picture of him when he was young. He passed in 2000. So he had, 61, depending on the month. And I wonder why they wouldn't, why would they show this picture? Pamela, thanks for the $10. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. All right, guys, I think we've covered a lot of the folks in here. I think we've got most everybody. So let's chat for a couple of minutes. before we leave. See if, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. So there's only one glass case here. That was, I think, some of the most interesting pictures. But anyway, there's a few more to see, but time's a ticking. They closed the cemetery down. They're gonna close this place down in, oh gosh, probably, what time is it? They said they close at 4:30, so I started at around 3, 4. So we should be okay, but like, I wanna get out of here. What time is it, guys? Can somebody tell me what time it is? I don't have a watch. I just have a phone. But I wanna be out of here before, like around 4 o'clock. I think it's getting close to 4. Any plans to get together with Scott on tape? Yes, definitely. So Scott, we haven't talked since we got together, but we kind of have a loose plan to get together when I'm gonna go through Florida probably mid-February, end of February, I should be in Florida. And I think he said he might be around there, so we're gonna definitely meet up if we can. So again, what I'm gonna be doing is, it's gonna be, my son's birthday is the end of January, so I'm gonna stick around town. And once his birthday is over, then the last week of January, I'm heading to Arkansas. 3 good stories there. 4 good stories. I know I got at least 3, but then I got to roll. These are like, I had 20 stories there. These are my 3 top stories. And I'm gonna be working with Nita, who wrote the book on Ella Barham. Remember the murder of Ella? Thanks, Stephanie, for the $10. Nita Gould. Nita, are you with us today? If you see the name Remembering Ella, is it? I think that's your handle. That's Nita. So we're gonna be getting together in Arkansas, and we're gonna go to, if all the plans work out, to the house of Otis Davidson. Remember that story? So we're gonna, the cemetery, the tree where she was killed, we're gonna do more of a deep dive, and I think I'm bringing hip waders, and I'm gonna wade through the creek with you guys, and we're gonna go up the hill to Otis's house. And the big thing I wanna see are the windows where he threw his bloody socks out the windows. So we're gonna do a, I don't know, it might be a paranormal on that one too at night, so double feature. I won't be with Britton. He's gonna hook up with me on that trip, but I'm gonna head from Arkansas down to Texas. I got a lot to do in Texas, a lot. And then I'm gonna be eastbound and down, New Orleans and Florida, Alabama, I've got 3 stories, so. Southern Ohio, have you ever been to Southern Ohio? I think I have, I can't remember the stories, but I have almost 500 episodes now. So I've covered, where I haven't covered is more the Northwest, like Montana or Amanda Panda's area. I want to get to where she is. I don't know if she's with us today. I didn't see, yeah, Amanda Panda. Where's Amanda Panda? Have I been to Indiana? Yeah, Angie, I've done several stories in Indiana. Pennsylvania, yes, not a lot. I have a big list for Pennsylvania, a big list that's still growing. I probably have 70 stories, and there's 10 top stories. So that's a summertime thing. El Paso. So I might be coming to El Paso. I wasn't planning on it. I know John Wesley Hardin is there. I don't know, that's really far west, but I might get it to the upper panhandle, and if I do, there's one story, it'd be like an extra 4 or 5 hour drive to do this one story. But lots going on in Texas. England, Ron, very old cemeteries. British Burger, was it? Hold on. British Banger. Yeah, if you've heard, I've got plans to come to England. I'm gonna start in Edinburgh, work my way south to London. I already have a lot of stories, like my top intrigue stories for me that I know you guys would like. Am I spending Christmas in Phoenix? No. Yes, I don't know. We weren't, and then it's on off. I think it might be, I just don't know at this point what we're doing. I'm supposed to, the latest plans is definitely get out to Phoenix. But we got a lot of stuff here locally. Hope you come to El Paso. Lori, Yeah, I hope to come to El Paso. Check out the Woodridge Monument in Mayfield, Kentucky. Okay, cool. Elderly Poodle. I saw something from Elderly, Elderly Poodle's here. Love Elderly Poodle. How about H.H. Holmes? Actually, I covered H.H. Holmes in a story I did on the Hippok family at Rose Hill. So search Hippok, H-I-P-P-O-C-H, I think it is. And we talked a lot about H.H. Holmes, but no, I'm not gonna go to his grave. I know his grandnephew or something, they excavated him and he still had his mustache. But yeah, I told that story already, good part of it, because there's a tie-in to this family that he cursed. Tammy says Alaska. Yeah, you know I've been to Alaska, want to get back there. Not a lot of stories in Alaska, but definitely, I took my boys up there to Kodiak Island and the Katmai Peninsula, Katmai Wilderness Lodge, saw a lot of bears and a lot of other cool wildlife up there. That was just before COVID. What else is going on, guys? I'm just gonna watch the chat here a little bit, but we're gonna close. What time is it? Somebody give me the time. We've been at it for 51 minutes, I know that. So I'm guessing I started right before, I'm guessing it's right before 4 p.m. my time. So got a few more minutes we can hang out. Your stepdad's in Arkansas? Who is that? Danita? Your dad's in Arkansas? Oh, 4:40, thank you. So it's gotta be 3:40 my time. Right, Angie? Are you East Coast, Angie? Oh, the Paulding Light. Actually, Britton brought that up, the Paulding Light. We have that. Britton really wants to do that. He told me the story. That's the red light, the lantern. I don't know what it is, but Britton has that on our list. I know that. I have 20 minutes, Sheila. Okay. You guys want to hang out a little longer? You good? What do you want to talk about? Hi, Ron. It's Linda. Linda from California. I know you're in California. I know where you're at. Ron, have you covered any locations in California? Oh my gosh. From Santa Barbara all the way down to southern Los Angeles and west. I've done tons of stories. You got to just search my channel under videos. Done tons of California stories. Oh my gosh, where do you want to start? Hit all the big cemeteries. My favorite there, I think, is the Loch Martin flying saucer one at, is it Forest Lawn Cemetery, where I had the flying saucer come in from the day the earth stood still. You gotta watch that one. But yeah, I've done a lot in California. Yeah, there are a lot of pictures here, Kelly, a lot of good pictures. Ron, 10:41 a.m. here in New Zealand. Oh my gosh, you're literally on the other side of the world. Oklahoma Panhandle, done stuff in Oklahoma, but not a lot in the Panhandle, so that's definitely one we gotta hit. Where is Ron today? Angie says, I don't want to tell you guys yet. You'll have to wait till I put the title in. Will you be stopping in Oklahoma? My great uncle is buried in Fletcher. Maybe. Thanks, Nancy. We like, you say it's no beard. Cool. Tucson, yeah. I've done a story in Tucson. Jennifer, the girl who had her arms cut off. And what else? I've done some other stuff in Tucson. I almost bought a house in Tucson, but ended up in Cave Creek. H.H. Holmes. Back to H.H. Holmes, thank you. Oh, yeah, Gabby, right. Oh, somebody posted that? Oh, thank you. That's probably Ashley or Alice. The Hippok? Yeah, that's a really spooky, that's an untold story. The Hippok family, they're at Rose Hill, this wealthy family that was cursed by H.H. Holmes, like real deal. It ties into the Titanic. Thought I heard somebody here. If somebody comes in here, then we're out of here. I don't think anybody's coming in here. Sun is going down, guys. Barbara says, do you let people where you are going so film and meet? No, I don't do any meetups, but I might have a meetup in New Orleans. Actually, I should take that back. I had a meetup at that horror convention me and Britton went to. And we did have Flo and Karen came. They were all dressed up. So yeah, I might do one in New Orleans if, the same car keeps circling. Weird. I don't like to stay someplace too long because stuff starts to happen. And I always say, when I get a film shoot where I'm sneaking into somewhere or doing something, my motto is, do not dilly-dally. Now, don't mess around. Like after the Masons, I got in my truck and I'm like, oh, I want to look and I want to do, no, you leave. Get out of there. I got in trouble with Britain on the Marianne Lambert episode because we were dilly-dallying too long. And, you know, somebody came and questioning us and yeah, no one but me and Karen. Yeah, that was, remember? Yeah, it was you guys. No, I won't get locked in here. In fact, I got my eyes on the door. If the guy comes, could you imagine getting locked in? And these doors, these are bolt. I don't think I can get out of here if I wanted to. Oh, it's got a thumb turn, so I could get out. I could get out of here if I get locked in, but the front gates, the coolest animal you ever saw in a cemetery. Oh, wow. Probably, I always like coyotes. I'd love to see a mountain lion. We have lots of javelina. I was at my house in Arizona, Thanksgiving, had 30 javelina. Scared the crap out of me because I opened the door and they're everywhere and they're like this big. I mean, they're aggressive, but I didn't have any problem, but it's crazy. 4:46 p.m. Eastern, so it's 3:46, and I got to get out of here. I think they closed this at 4, so we have like 5 more minutes, guys. Do they have a water fountain in the restroom? Yeah. Lots of cholera graves in Toronto? Ooh, yeah. That was from where they had to, oh, they have peacocks at Hollywood Forever Cemetery? Oh, is that the one with the pond? Yeah. Cave Creek is 40 minutes from where Carol lives. Cool. Where do you live, Carol? Scott likes to chat. What's going on? All right, we got to close this thing up pretty soon. I'm just kind of watching what you guys are talking about. I turned the corner and walked up behind the mountain trail, San Jose. All right, you guys. You forgot about the 10-point buck, Marlene said. You're right, that was, actually I ran into the buck at Forest Home, and I ran into the buck with, I think Britton was there, over at Rose Hill. So you guys ready to roll? We got some stuff going on tonight. We have a double feature tonight. So what's going on Face the Forgotten? A really sad story, I'm gonna warn you. The Dennis Jurgens story is really terrible. It had to be told, but it is really, this woman is, many of you know the story, is just the devil. It's a terrible story, you don't have to watch it. And then afterwards, the Grimes sisters. We do have something interesting happen at night on the IQ channel at the death site of where the 2 bodies were dumped on the side of the road back in 1956, I think it was, right after Christmas. And they were frozen there for almost a month, naked. But I blurred out the image of their naked bodies. So, all right, we'll see you guys soon. For most of you, or many of you, hopefully tonight. And for the rest of you, have a great week this coming week. And as I always say, stay safe.